Hey guys, so what I want to do today is I actually want to go over some questions that I constantly receive about what I'm doing, you know, with the trading, and they're just certain questions that I always get, and I thought, let me just answer them right here for you. So I wrote them down and I'm gonna go over them with you, okay? Yes, of course you can do it while you work. I did that. I'm still working. When I started this about 2 years ago, I was working 2 jobs. You know, I had days, you know, I studied, then I had days I couldn't do anything because I was working both jobs in one day, you know, my office job and then my waitress job. But, you know, I was just tired of working so much. But the thing is, things are not handed to you, so you got to start somewhere, right? So that's why we would say you have your 9 to 5, but what are you doing after 5, right? Use those hours. And even if you have family and things like that, I have people, you know, that work, let's say 12 hours or more, or they have their family, right? They always think like, oh, I don't have the time, you know, I work so much and I have my family. I get that, but you can still do it, you know, even if it's just an hour a day. If you put in an hour a day to, you know, go over the material, to study a little bit, you will see it maybe takes a bit longer, but you will see over time, if you have the consistency, you're gonna see progress, right? So yes, you can do it while you're working, you know, use the time to, you know, further yourself. I think as Jim Rohn always say, like, work full-time on your job and part-time on your fortune until you're able to work full-time on your fortune, right? Use that. Yeah, think about that. So yes, you can do it while you work. That's the beauty of it. You schedule it however it fits best in your routine, your lifestyle, whatever, like that. You decide that. That's the beauty about it. No, you don't need any experience. I'm gonna tell you the story, you know, how it was for me. I remember I heard about trading the first time a year before I started, and I shut it down because I thought, oh, I would never get this. I don't know anything about this. I was never good with finances. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I had like the typical excuses. But one sentence changed everything for me when someone told me, it is just new because you've never done it, right? When you start a new job or, you know, learn an instrument, you don't know like how to do it the first day. You learn it, you go for it. The same like learning a new language and things like that. You have to start somewhere. So you don't need an experience. You just start. Just got to start somewhere. And the way, you know, the education that we have is broken down is that literally everybody can learn it. It literally starts at, think of it that way. Remember, like back in school, the first thing you learned was the ABCs, right? And then you needed that, and then everything else followed, right? It's the same thing. That's how the education is broken down. It really starts with the ABCs to really take you and slowly like guide you through everything. Okay, so no, you don't need any experience. Okay, so don't worry about it. I knew nothing when I started. I was scared. I thought, can I really do this, right? But you don't know until you try it out. So I gave it a try and it started to make sense, and now I can, you know, sit down with people that have been trading for many years and I can have conversations with them, right? So you just gotta start, but you don't need any experience. Of course, I think that was the biggest thing for me, to just have the support, you know, to have people around you, to have a group of people that all go through that, you know, either people that started around the same time that you did or people that have been doing it for, you know, a long time. Everybody supports you. Like, you really have that, you know, support system and family feeling, you know, people that want to see you win. They help you if you have questions. You're never left alone, right? I always tell that people, like, when you start, it's not like I'm going to push you into the water and tell you to swim. No, I'm going to walk you through everything. And that's what we all do. And what I love about it, like, I have my team that my immediate team that I work with, right? But then, you know, you have other teams inside the company, and still everybody works together. Like, if I need help with anything, I can just contact them, right? And I think that's the beauty about it. And just to have people around you, you know, to have that mindset, you know, to help you evolve. And that was the biggest thing for me, you know, in the past 2 years, just being surrounded by, you know, to have that support, that group of people. I've grown more than I have, you know, the 10 years prior to that, right? And I think that's super, super powerful. So yes, you will definitely get the support and not be left alone. Yes, so that's a question I get a lot of times, and I always tell people, don't start with already the negative end in mind. We always should have the end in mind, but in a case of where do I want to go, like what is my goal? But you know, sometimes people like ask me that question, like, can I stop anytime? So I wanna address that. Yes, you can. You can stop anytime. Like, I could just drop everything and just walk away right now if I would want to. I don't, but I could, right? This is like, nobody's like locking you, and you have to, like, you locked in, like, let's say with your gym membership, like you have to do it for a year or something, right? Or a phone contract, at least that's over here. That's how it is here in Germany. Like when I, you know, renew my phone contract, I have to do it for a year, right? No, it's on a monthly basis, same as, let's say, Netflix, you pay for on a monthly basis. That's the same thing. So you can stop anytime. You know, sometimes, you know, you have a month where it's like, oh, I can't do it this month because, let's say, you know, in college and you have like exams coming up and you just don't have the time. Okay, then pause for a month and then continue after. So yes, that's possible. No, you don't have to. Okay, that part is optional, you know, and the main thing really is about the education. If you decide, you know, if you see the value in it, of course you can go and share with other people, you know, and build a business, but you don't have to. You know, when I started, all I wanted to do is learn how to trade. I was like, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to people about it. I don't want to do that. It just eventually naturally happened because, you know, people started approaching me, asking me what I was doing. So I decided, because it's just in my nature, I love helping people, right? So, but no, you don't have to talk to people or hold presentations and all of that. You don't. No, a lot of people ask me that. It's funny, like, there are no requirements. Like, you don't need to have like a college education. You don't need to have like send in like your resume or something like that, like you do for a job. It doesn't matter. There's nothing of that needed. You know, that's, I always preach about that. I love that when it comes to trading and education, it's it doesn't judge. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter, you know, what your past. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter your level of education. It doesn't matter. Okay, I know people, you know, I have people on the team, they've been to jail, you know, and they're now successful full-time traders. There are people that dropped out of school, they're now trading. It's people that have multiple college degrees, they're trading. It doesn't matter, young, old, whatever. Okay, so there's no requirements. Okay, this is literally for everybody. All you need is the willingness, the hunger to like go through education, to like wanting more, wanting to learn it. That's all you need. That really is all you need. And just to be, you know, coachable and just open-minded for it. No, you don't need to. Okay, you can do most of the stuff from your phone. Me personally, I prefer to use a laptop just because it's a bigger screen, and especially when you get to the point of where you look at charts, you know, analyze the charts and stuff like that. It's just, I just prefer it on a big screen. I know a lot of people that also just do it from their phone. So if you don't have a laptop right now, you don't need to get one. Okay, it's not necessary. If you're later on able to have, I don't know, like an old tablet or something like that, and you know, realize, okay, like it's a little too small on the phone, and you know, get a used tablet, get a used laptop if you want to. But going also back to what I said before, it's not a requirement. Okay, you can do everything from your phone. That's the beauty of it. That's what we call a smartphone money. As long as you have your phone and Wi-Fi, you're good to go. Okay.